This is your insights video for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Meteorologist Danielle Noyes here. Here's what we're going to cover. Friday thunderstorm threat, the weekend breakdown, some heat returns next week, and a drought update. That's what we'll start with. And there's been no big change compared to this time last week. Now, the Drought Monitor is updated every Thursday morning, but it takes last Tuesday to Tuesday precipitation into effect. And we had a great question that came in from someone that said, but what time on Tuesday? Turns out it's at 8 a.m. So a lot of this past Tuesday into Tuesday night rainfall actually didn't count to be added in here. There has been a little bit of a reduction in through central New Hampshire, but still areas of severe drought from far southeast New Hampshire into a lot of eastern Massachusetts inside of the 495 belt. So we could still use some rainfall. Most of the northern half of New England doing really well. Now, will we get some rain over the next several days? Well, I'm going to show you the upper level energy here because Friday there's a little bit down to our south and our west. Saturday, there's a touch of upper level energy that does swing through. And then Sunday, you notice there's really nothing overhead. Actually, high pressure builds in. So this weekend looks fantastic overall, but there are some like little nuisance things that we're going to talk about coming up, particularly on Saturday. So a cold front comes in on Friday. I'm going to zoom in a second, but that is going to trigger scattered showers and thunderstorms Friday afternoon, some quick downpours, some lightning possible, high pressure building in, but you notice just a little bit of green showing up, an isolated threat for a pop-up shower or isolated thunderstorm on Saturday. Sunday, that high is over us. Both weekend days not featuring a whole lot of wind, featuring generally lower humidity. As that high slides off the coastline, we get more of a return flow on the backside of it, increasing humidity and cranking up the temperatures a bit, particularly as we head through the middle part of next week when highs, especially away from the coastline, could be running at or over 90 degrees for a few days in a row. So we'll keep you posted on that. All right, Friday, let's time things out. Scattered thunderstorms in the morning, actually in far northern New England, will slide east. So mid-coast to down east Maine, we may hang on to a downpour or storm through mid to late morning on Friday. Notice the temperatures, 70s and 80s through the morning, north to south, still a couple showers popping here, hit or miss, Friday afternoon into the evening. Some of the deeper yellows and oranges in here, so that indicates to me with the heat and humidity in place, some brief downpours, some brief gusty wind. The threat for severe weather isn't that high, but southwestern and western New England may get a strong to severe storm, particularly during the late afternoon and evening, southwest Connecticut, perhaps the Berkshires. Notice by 6 p.m., there's still some storms around coastline of Maine. So if you have a beach day planned on Friday, it is a day to be weather aware, keeping an eye on the sky. Temperatures cooling through the 70s generally during the evening with a lingering shower or storm that may actually continue through the overnight before dwindling. High thin clouds, a really pretty sunrise on Saturday, those cirrus clouds adding a little decoration to the sky. So bottom line, have our free 5-star weather app, location alerts turned on in case any warnings pop up. But bigger thing, you can check the hourly forecast. You can look at the interactive radar as well as you're out and about. High temperatures on Friday, near 90 degrees, and the dew point's going to be up there. So it is going to feel like it's in the low to mid 90s in spots. Overnight, 50s north, 60s south. That drier, lower humidity air will gradually sink southward. So Saturday is a different feel. There's that little bit of green showing up. So still a threat, about a 20 to 30% chance of an isolated shower. Temperatures running in the 70s north, 80s south, very similar on Sunday. Beautiful, lots of sunshine on Sunday. There'll be a light sea breeze at the coast, great beach day, 75 to 80 along the coast of Maine, eastern Mass, the south coast, Cape right around 80, and mid 80s will do it through the interior. Tad warmer on Monday, many spots going 85 to 90 through the interior. By the way, if you are headed to the beach, we talked about Friday, the threat for a thunderstorm, but the rip current risk is still elevated too. You see here on the map, all the way actually from Long Island to the outer Cape, eastern Mass, New Hampshire, seacoast, coast of Maine, more of these flash rips, right, where they come and go pretty quickly. But it is something to keep in mind if you are headed into the water during the day on Friday. What about out on the boat? Let's take you through the weekend. We do still have some elevated seas early Friday. Offshore, some 4 or 5, even some isolated 6-footers. Those will ease during the day on Friday. And then near shore, it's really kind of calm this weekend for both Saturday and Sunday. Notice wave heights generally 1 to 2 feet. Offshore, they bump up just a little bit, 3-footers by the time we get to Sunday afternoon, but even far offshore, they're like 2 to 3 feet. So pretty quiet beach weekend overall with that high pressure and control. And out over the ocean, the rip current wisp will gradually lower over the course of the weekend as well. If you're headed to Fenway for Noah Kahan concert Friday evening, there's about a 20% chance of a thunderstorm. There will be some storms around, so I just don't want you to be caught off guard if there is one. It's going to be around 80 for the opening act, and then cooling through the 70s. It will be humid, less humid on Saturday. Looks fantastic with temperatures running in the mid 70s. 2-week feels like forecast included in all of our membership levels, a way to help support our independent mission. All the details on each membership level, what they include at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside Weather.